Hey everyone, welcome to Wild Woodland Lavender Farm. If you saw our last video, you saw that we added some livestock to our farm. So we now have chickens, cats, dogs, and French Angora bunnies. We were able to pick up 5 of them from a breeder who is getting out of the breeding business and was wanting to sell them together as a whole group. And so we jumped at the chance. I jumped at the chance and my husband supported me, is the better way to put that. So I wanted to introduce our bunnies to you a little more in full. I talked about them briefly in the last video, but we'll show you a little better and talk about our plans for them.
Hello!
So this fellow right here, he's one of the 2 bucks that we got. He is a chocolate agouti color. They have a lot of different colorings, and I'm still trying to learn what's what with the coloring. But he is a chocolate agouti, is I think how you say it. A-G-O-U-T-I. His name is Nestle Crunch, although I think our boys are going to come up with different names for them. But officially on the pedigree papers, he is KM Nestle Crunch. So he's one of the bucks that we have, and he is actually the father to the other buck that we have and to one of our does that we have. So I'm gonna need to find another buck to breed with her, but anyway, this is Nestle Crunch. And this is our other buck. He is a chestnut colored bunny, and he is the son, like I said, the son of Nestle Crunch, and his mother is Mandy, which that's not one of the ones that we have. And he doesn't really have a name, or sorry, he's a fawn. He's the fawn colored. I was looking at the wrong paper. He is what you call fawn. And he doesn't have a name on his paper. I think she said she had come up with a name but couldn't remember it. So we're just going to come up with our own name for him unless she gets a hold of me and lets me know what his name was. Snowball. Yeah, my son wants to call him Snowball. Alrighty, so these are our 3 does that we have. They're all in one cage right now. And eventually we are going to build them a larger spot for them, but this is what we have for now, and they do okay in a cage together, and that's how they were living before, although in a slightly larger cage. But like I said, we will be building one. So this black one right here, this dark black one, her name is Firefly, officially Meg's Firefly, and she's got the black head, big fluffy body, look at that. So she is, yes, her color is black. Right in front of her over there, that would be Indigo. She's a broken fawn color. And, well, looks like Windy wants all the attention, huh? This one is Windy right here. And Windy is a chestnut color. So looking forward to getting to know these rabbits and bonding with them. I'm going to let them out into a little playpen area so they can get some sunshine and some grass and fresh, well, they have fresh air, they're outside. Some exercise outside of their pen. So I've got Firefly out here enjoying the grass and the sun and getting some exercise. So I wanted to talk about why we decided to get Angora on our farm. And maybe I should just blame it on the chickens, because chickens are the gateway animal, right? That might be part of it. But I have very specific reasons for wanting Angora rabbits. They provide an income opportunity for our farm. That's the main thing, but the other thing, and the other really main one, is that as a crocheter, I really enjoy the idea of being able to have my own wool to be able to spin to make into hats, scarves, gloves, blankets, whatever. So let's just talk about what they provide for our farm. The number one is their wool, and there are many spinners out there, many crafters who enjoy having mohair, sorry, not mohair, Angora wool to spin or to do felting with or things like that. And so it won't just be fiber for myself to use, but to be able to sell and bring in some income from that. Another way that they'll bring in income is from their rabbit poo. Rabbit poo makes a really good fertilizer, and you can actually use it right away. A lot of manure like cow and horse and chicken, it's called hot manure, which means you need to let it compost and sit for a year before you use it in your garden with your, especially your plants like lettuces and things like that. But rabbit poo is not hot, so it can be used. Are you trying to get out there? So it can be used right away in your gardening. You know, if you're planting something, you dig the hole, you throw in some rabbit manure. Hello there. And then put the plant in and backfill it with dirt and whatnot. So it can be used right away. So a lot of people will use that in their gardens. So that's another source of income right there, is to sell the rabbit manure. And of course, the other way that we can have money coming in from them is to breed them. So we can sell their bunnies to other people who are wishing to have their own fiber animals or pets. French Angora Rabbits are actually really friendly, and they bond really nicely with their owners. And I was told of some lady who actually has her rabbits, her Angora Rabbits, halter trained, and she takes them on a walk down the road with a leash on them. So really good pets, fiber animals, so they will bring in an income from selling their bunnies, the baby bunnies. Oh, what are you trying to do there, Firefly? Trying to escape, huh? Testing the limits. There is a fourth reason, but it doesn't really apply to us. But French Angora Rabbits, or Angora Rabbits in general, kind of do fall in the category of meat rabbits. They're of a good size. The French Angora reach about 7 to 10 pounds, and I guess they only take 2 or 3 or 4 weeks longer to reach that meat stage. I don't know. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't really pay attention to facts like that, but they could be sold as meat rabbits should you need to do that. So if you, like, a lot of people might not want all the bucks, so they could be sold as pets, or they could be sold as meat rabbits, which we probably won't be doing that here on our farm. So anyway, that's why we have rabbits on our farm now, and it's kind of neat that we're able to get them so soon. I had actually looked last fall at getting 1 or 2 of them. The gal actually that we bought these from, she had 2 for sale last November, I think it was, and I was trying to work out a way to be able to get them because she lives in Coos Bay, and at that time we couldn't make a trip down there to get them. She was making a trip to Idaho, so we thought we could meet up somewhere along the way, but budget-wise it just would have been a real big strain on our budget to be able to pay for them, because she sells the bucks for $75 and the does for $100 to $125 each. So at that time it would have been too much to get all the things that we need, the cages, the food, the feeding apparatus, and then for the bunnies themselves. So we just ended up telling her that no, I can't get them. But I follow her on Facebook, follow her business page on Facebook, and she made an announcement that she was wanting to get out of the breeding business. So I hopped on and I said, ooh, I might be interested. She'd had another lady interested, but that person only wanted one buck and one doe, and she was hoping to sell them together as a group. So I got on and sent her a message and said, oh, we might be interested, and let me talk to my husband. So at first Brent wasn't too keen. I thought they were actually going to cost more than what she ended up charging us. But once I was telling him all the ways that we can make money from the rabbits, and when she said the price was going to be lower than what we originally thought it was going to be, he just kind of jumped in and said, yeah, let's do it. So we got a trip to Coos Bay, and I now have 5 bunnies to breed. Hey there. Hi. They're so soft. Angora wool from the rabbits is actually so warm that you don't want a sweater made out of just Angora, because you would be way too hot. But it's good for making, probably better for making like hats and scarves and gloves and stuff. Maybe a blanket, but that would seem pretty warm to me too. But it can be blended with lots of other animal fibers. It's pretty popular to blend them with alpaca, maybe sheep. Been letting each bunny have a turn out here in this little playpen. Hi there. Trying to bond with them a little bit. I've been learning a lot about Angora rabbits over the past couple of weeks and putting my knowledge into use now, into exercising my knowledge. Of course, there's always much more to learn as you actually start going through processes. So, thanks for watching here at Wild Woodland Lavender Farm. We'll have lots of bunny adventures, chicken adventures, gardening adventures. So make sure, if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and join in on the fun as we develop our little farm here in Northeast Oregon.